Smells like another unboxing. Or rather, store finds, because I'm not taking this out the box. Let's go. As y'all kind of figured from some of my previous videos, I like Transformers as well as other forms of media from, yesteryear, you know what I'm saying? And I don't stick to just, 80s and 90s. Sometimes I'll do remakes or re-releases or wherever the case. And what better way to collect stuff for the new than to collect some Transformers from this Netflix series. Netflix original series, as we can see here, based off the War on Cybertron trilogy TV show of Alita 1. Alita 1. Now, as you can see here now, I now have the War on Cybertron versions of RC, Chromia, and now Alita 1. The three trifecta sisters. So I now have the War for Cybertron versions of these three, as well as the Bayformer versions from earlier. RC, Alita 1, and Chromia. Yep, my Transformers collection is becoming just as it distinguished, or at least, or my Transformers collection is starting to stand out, at least closer to what my Power Rangers collection is, as you can see here and in various other places. Now, speaking of collectible franchises, Marvel's another one. As you can see here, I finally came across some t-shirts that are in my size of Marvel. Now this can count as a general shirt that's more so influenced by the cinematic versions of the Marvel characters. As you can see, this isn't like a 90s design, but more so, from the movies and later comics. Same thing for Wolverine. It's just that the art style of these character designs is done in a style that resembles Marvel vs. Capcom. The old 2D games. And whenever you would see artwork from the video games themselves from back in the day, the artwork would look like this. It's just that the character designs themselves more so resemble later incarnations, or at least general incarnations influenced by later comics or the cinematic universe. But nonetheless, sometimes when I come across cool shirts like this, sometimes I got to get more than one. Just in case something happens to one. Or if I want to wear one at work, I'll have one or two when I'm off work, you know what I'm saying? So that's Marvel. Speaking of Marvel, the first soundtrack to Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Cinematic Movie, see Marvel Studios, re-released as a vinyl. See, I still got my vinyl player right over there. So the first soundtrack that you saw in the first movie, Hooked on the Feeling, Go All the Way, Come and Get Your Love, and so on. Look at his artwork. Unopened. Maybe I can get some autographs on this. Speaking of vintage vinyl re-releases, here's another classic. Ghostbusters 1 soundtrack for the first Ghostbusters movie. I don't doubt that this is a good soundtrack, but I know at the very least the main title theme is up here. Who you gonna call? That whole thing. This original movie also, FYI, influenced the original cartoon from the 80s, which led into the Jeff Klein Universe show continuation of that original cartoon, spun off this via the Extreme Ghostbusters. Kind of like how Men in Black the movie series influenced the separate continuity but similar continuity of the Men in Black cartoon. similar but different, and not just because one's animated. So this led into the original Ghostbusters cartoon, which continued via the Extreme Ghostbusters. So yeah, and last but not least, this bad boy cost me $20. Oh yeah! I usually don't support the WWE, but when I do, former WWF champion, former WCW champion, Intercontinental champion, King of the Ring, married Miss Elizabeth at SummerSlam 1991, 2015 Hall of Fame inductee. This is basically a monster truck, a monster Jeep, rather. Oh, yeah! Yep. It's amazing how much money a company can make off an artist or off a wrestler, even after they pass. Sometimes even more so, like they can benefit from it more. But nonetheless, fans, whether an artist is still living or whether an artist is gone, could pull something positive from this, because I'm still a fan of Macho Man and I still buy Macho Man merchandise, or Left Eye merchandise, or Aaliyah merchandise. Yep. Not sure where I'm gonna put this, but I'm still proud of this nonetheless. Hollywood Rides, WWE, and the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah! And that's been my collection and store findings for this vid. See ya.